So I got asked the other day, what is the biggest tip that I could give someone who's aspiring to be an elite athlete? And I actually had to think about it for quite a while. The first thing that rolled off my tongue was single-mindedness. I think you need to be single-minded if you want to be really, really good at anything, being an elite athlete or being very successful in business. You need to very, very, very clearly define your goal, and you need to be exceptionally single-minded. And basically the concept of single-mindedness is an interesting one. I mean, what does it mean? Am I being totally single-minded with regards to just my training or the activities that are going to make me better in the field that I choose? Or is the single-mindedness going to spill over into the other elements of my life that are going to allow me to be exceptionally good at what I do on every level, from rest to nutrition to sleep to stress management? So having given that advice, the next thing that sort of popped up in my head was a happy athlete is a fast athlete. A happy person is a productive person. So I'm kind of sitting with these two concepts on, I don't want to quite say on relative ends of the spectrum, but on the one hand, being single-minded will require some sacrifice, and that could potentially contradict the second law, which is being happy and being fast, or being happy and being successful. So unpacking this a little bit further, I think the bottom line is that there comes a level where you effectively need to be focused and single-minded and aware that sacrifice is going to be inevitable. But there comes that tipping point where happiness needs to move, or needs to be achieved on the day-to-day basis. Now, we're not going to be happy all the time with everything we do, because difficult things take sacrifice, and I think it's really important to understand that. So to live a hedonistic lifestyle and just do everything that keeps you happy all the time is going to detract away from the single-mindedness. But on the flip side of that, I think where the tipping point kicks in is that when you start becoming chronically unhappy, it starts to pull away from the concept of single-mindedness. And I just know in my own experience and my own athletic career, I'm all for the sacrifice, and I think the sacrifice is hugely important. But I think one of the really important things to realize is that you're allowed to be happy and single-minded at the same time. If you can be happy and single-minded, you are going to likely be more successful in achieving your goals, because you're going to be driven. And again, it's going to bring in the concept of wanting to perform and wanting to achieve, as opposed to needing to perform and needing to achieve.